Hey, what's up guys? We are back in full Milestone 1. Recording with Fritz now, so if there's a change in quality, audio, video, or otherwise, or whatever, blame it on that, because I don't know if it would be positive or negative. Anyway, last time, Rune was going to give us something, or tell us something, but apparently, Ron's late! It's almost noon. Let's wait just a little longer, okay? We have to believe that she'll be here soon. Ah, crap, it's the Droog Duelers. Selphine and Ritona, I presume. Whoa! Hello, Hunkalicious. We turn around and lump by the unfamiliar tenor of a male. Dark-haired, tall, and well-dressed male. Ritona's just like, oh. Whatever that is. His eyes immediately caught my full attention. They were frigid and oppressive, as if his gaze could cut into the heart of all matters. I'm curious whether or not genetics are to blame. If not, then what kind of traumatic experiences could make a man's eyes become so inhuman and bereft of life? Can we help you? My name is Zhevitz. Ooh, it's Zhevitz. CEO of the... I suppose neither of you would know what the abbreviation would stand for, would you? I'm Zona. Sarah? Oh no, so you're a guardian of some sort? Both of you were seen together in Sarah's company last evening. Rune's... I knew it! Rune is lying about her age. Last evening, you must be mistaken, sir. The name of the person we were with was Ron. Rune? Man's face suddenly contorted upon hearing Selphine speak Rune's name. So it's Rune now, is it? I suppose so, since it's a name. Rudo let out of what sounded like an incredibly exacerbated sigh. Let's set the record straight. The thing you both were with last night, be it Rune or whatever name it gave itself, is, without an ounce of unreasonable doubt, Sarah. Excuse me? I would appreciate if you would address Rune as an object. She's a bona fide friend, girl. Whoops. Friend girl. Excuse me, but that is an object. A bona fide object. That's enough. I glanced straight into the abyss of his frigid pupils as I spoke. Speak your peace or be gone. Speak my peace, is it? Without speaking clarification, Rudo began to approach closer in ensuing silence. Oh god. What are you doing, sir? Rudo Zhevitz possesses an imposing stature when in close proximity. He was easily an entire foot taller than myself. Oh shit. Ooh, close-ups, how you doing? I secretly assumed a defensive stance, preparing myself for anything. Your pupils are beautiful pieces of art. Okay, so he's hitting on us, great. Ah! He left me petrified with that remark. Cold sweat escaped from my every pore. Why? The lush radiance flowing from your irises, exude their brilliance through your eyes, is reminiscent of the gentle glow of fireflies. My jaw dropped in disbelief. Disbelief that this man would attempt to charm me with his antiquated, flattery. I may have considered it a compliment had he refrained from looking straight into my eyes. From the moment onwards, I was blanketed with a blizzard of anger and hatred swirling within his frigid eyes. Ritona! You both are outsiders, masquerading under the guise of travelers, aren't you? Excuse me, sir! What is it you want from us? So be it. Rudo backed away, returning to his original position. I think I need to turn the music down just a tad. That's better. What is wrong with this man? Does he bear some sort of grudge against outsiders? Ritona, you okay? I am unharmed, my lady. He merely caught me by surprise. Why did he randomly just hit on me? What the hell's going on? I'll get to the point. I want to know what exactly you instructed Sarah to do yesterday. I want to know why it would dare to... That's quite enough, Romeo! Oh, we don't know who Sarah is, but the girl we were with was wrong! If you're going to assert that Rune is the Sarah, then we're going to insist that you provide evidence of your claim. Unfortunately for you, I have neither the time nor the patience to indulge you. Well, you're gonna have to, bitch! If I had to elaborate my role to you simply, I would consider myself Sarah's overseer. Overseer? First it was owner, and now you're her overseer? You've only made matters more complex. Sarah was caught leaving the premises of the Zhevitz Enterprise mana mine. Alright. With several sediment stones stowed away within its garments this morning. What? Mana mine? The mana mine is currently being excavated, but Sarah really thought it could sneak off with class 4 sediment stones without me noticing. Rune was gonna give us sediment stones! Huh. And for what? To bequeath them upon these outsiders? Sometimes I really do wonder what goes through that thing's mind. And it's being excavated. Oh, okay, flashback. It's just my line of work in Katie is pretty peculiar, and unfortunately I can't really share the details. A peculiar line of work. I don't believe this. Rune is a mana miner? Again, I've been implying for some time now, Rune does not exist. The girl we met yesterday, are you trying to tell us that she's a laborer? An antiquated I don't know, way to put it, but I believe that term is passable. You're putting a girl like her to labor her life away? She's slender and short. She's honest and sincere. What kind of arrangement do you have her bound to, you slave driver? Excuse you, but there is no arrangement. Sarah only does as it's ordered because Sarah only exists to serve. Then you really are an owner, an overseer, a slave driver. What are you getting at? And you're treating Rune like your personal slave. Does such a practical practice still exist here in this country? Oh, for the love of manners, somebody shoot me. Huh? Sarah mentioned that it had made friends, but I suppose it purposely left out a crucial detail it wouldn't want its new friends to know. Answer me! Is Rune in servitude? Is she a slave? Milady, that's a preposterous question. I haven't the time of day to enlighten you severely misguided outsiders about all the basic building blocks from which the foundation that we all know as Cadia. There's little for you two to gain from knowing either. If you think you're the only one on a tight schedule, you're wrong, Mrs. Zhevitz. Please answer us. Please don't address me in such a somber tone. Whoops. Make no mistake, I came here with the intention of repaying you two for your lost time. And in the ensuing silence, Rudo retrieved a well-rounded, well-shaped sediment stone from his cloak pocket. Ooh, hello there. It was a rarity, in fact, to see such a perfectly polished, almost transparent sediment stone. It must be Class 1. The Class 3 and 4 stones had all those zeros. I wonder how many zeros would be tacked onto the price of a Class 1. You two are needing sediments. You two are in need of sediment stones, no? Take this as remuneration. Look, this game is wordy. For my delaying your departure. That won't be necessary. You keep your sediments done, but I would like some answers in exchange. I have to refuse your request, but I will answer this for you. Sarah is not a slave. There's more purpose and worth being a slave. Wow. The reason for this evaluation is due to the attempted theft of company property, which is a serious offense. Make no mistake, I will personally see to it that this sort of violation does not occur again. If that was an unsatisfactory answer, then I suggest you both dedicate whatever time you can spare to investigate for yourselves. I'm going to have to put a hard stop to this meeting now. Wait a moment. Ugh. Yes. What will you do with Rune? What will you do with Sarah? Why would either of you feel compelled to know what I choose to do with Sarah? We're compelled because she's our friend! Selphine gave a swift, resounding, and rupturing response to Rudo's last line of defense. I understand your claim, Mr. Zhevitz, but am I correct to assume that the issue at hand is the theft of your sediment stones? If it is, we will gladly repay you for the amount she took. We'll do that much, so please, Mr. Zhevitz, do not hurt Rune. Well, that little spiel was quite unexpected. Tell me, exactly how do you expect to repay me? Surely, if you could have afforded a class 4 sediment stone, we wouldn't have the issue of theft to deal with, would we? That may be true now, but upon returning to our hamlet, we will have the funds necessary to remunerate you for your trouble. And you expect me to take the word of a complete stranger? You shouldn't let your emotions get the better of you. Rudo revolved once more in the opposite direction and began to walk away. Wait a moment. I am a manakravte. Ritona! Oh shit. Wait, Ritona's not gonna... She's not gonna give herself up. She's not gonna be like, have her mana sucked out, right? Give me the sediment stone you have in your hand, and I will imbue it with my purified mana. Give me 10 or 20 similarly sized sediment stones, and I can bridge the connection between each and every lump. Would this arrangement settle the matter of Rune's theft? I'd say you've just opened up a whole new can of worms, young lady. That's not something people would normally admit to, especially in public. And you appear to be such a level-headed individual as well. I suppose looks truly are deceiving. Ritona! What will it be? Are you going to pass up an opportunity to siphon purified mana when Cadia has no means of doing so naturally? I'd say it's suitable compensation. I think you've seriously misunderstood my intentions. Let me share some insight with you. In Cadia, we have something called a judiciary system, which corrects the wrongs wrought upon victims by a guilty party. After ascertaining the guilt of those involved, they must be punished justly. The system exists to enforce the resulting punishment. Let the punishment fit the crime. Apologies and compensation make no difference, but justice must always be delivered. No. Is there anything at all we can do for Ron? Nothing. The fact that I, the victim of theft, am not pressing any sort of charges against either of you instigators should have settled the matter. Today, I merely sought to ascertain your intentions for having Sarah steal for you both, but unfortunately, this meeting has been rather counterproductive. Mr. Zhevitz! I would suggest that you forget about what I have in store for Sarah and leave the outer pole as soon as possible. Lest you succumb to mana shock. Especially you, with the crimson irises. Having the ocular characteristic of a gentle glow is not a positive indication. I'd say that you have 3 days remaining until you fully succumb. Excuse me? Mana shock syndrome. The radiance in your eyes will only continue to diminish during your stay, manakravte. And when it does, you'll have completely succumbed. How could he know so much just by looking into my eyes? Rudo Zhevitz, who are you, really? Leave Cadian now. This is the best course of action I can recommend that you both take. That is, of course, unless you both have come seeking permanent residence in the outer pole. With that sardonic statement said, Zhevitz turned and left our company. Well, that's a bit of a weird transition to cheerful music. We kind of just got screwed.
But what do you make of that, Ritona? Ritona?
What can be made of that, milady? Selphine couldn't force herself to break her seemingly dejected expression and could only look towards the direction that Regicide had gone. I empathize with her. Somehow I can't help but feel that I've been denied a chance to help Rune.
Is Rune really his slave?
I'm not certain, milady. Rudo deprived us of a thorough explanation and merely spoke his piece. It's almost as he intentionally avoided answering our questions.
Ritona.
Yes?
I've been wondering about the best course of action Father would have taken were he here. I don't have a single clue. I'm still struggling with the horrible concept of slavery still being practiced.
King Valar. Oh god. I wasn't really... Oh god. I was not expecting a choice. And now I don't know. Can I scroll back? I'm still struggling with the horrible concept of slavery still being practiced. King Valar would intervene. Ultimately, milady, I believe King Valar would have chosen to intervene. It's good that this game has choices. I honestly wasn't expecting it to have any.
He would have, wouldn't he?
Rune Sarah, whatever her true name may be, I hope she's still safe and sound. More importantly, King Valar would, without a doubt, seek to root out and destroy even the slightest implication of slavery.
Perceive, pursue, and punish.
That was King Valar's philosophy concerning any crime. While other kingdoms on Sane Ajurazda would mobilize their forces for war and any perceived offense by another, King Valar would always recognize the existence of an issue and pursue it with the kingdom's resources before enacting punitive measures. Practice of pacifism. The reputation of Rughzenhaide. The values of King Valar. Part down manakravte. Everything needs to be taken into consideration so justice could be free from undeserved retribution. But I sincerely doubt that King Valar would condone the practice of slavery, even if it is a cultural difference that Rughzenhaide does not share. My lady, the manakravte's alliance exists to uproot and eliminate any threats to not only the realm of Sane Ajurazda, but outside its borders as well. I believe it is in our right to exercise the alliance's authority. King Valar would have certainly decried any lack of action as injustice. I believe he would have. No matter the methods, King Valar would ensure that an end would be met. Justice is blind, after all. And what better way to give a sight to the blind than to guide it under the light of our truth? I sincerely believe that in our current predicament, as ignorant and oblivious to the workings of Cadia as we are, the best plan is to take action. At the very least, I would like to ensure that Rune is safe and sound. Almost immediately, Selphine's dissatisfied expression brightened considerably into one full of hope.
But Ritona, we still have to consider the facts before we take any action.
And almost as soon as her sentence trailed off, her expression returned to the one of helplessness. The time limit and mana shock syndrome, yes?
Yes. I'm sorry, Ritona, but I can't make this decision knowing that it puts us both at risk.
An acceptable conclusion under our present circumstance, but I have already determined my next course of action. Let's set our own time limit.
What?
Zhevitz. He gave us an estimate of 3 days as the remaining time that we have on the outer pole, but I feel we should shorten that to 2. I don't want to leave anything to chance by departing at the very last moment, so I suppose that we leave the day after tomorrow. Until then, we'll do everything we can to help Rune. Agreed?
I agree!
Your will is my bidding, milady.
Ritona,
Milady.
I want to save Ron!
Oh, it shall be done, milady. Dots, dots, dots. The best part to begin our search for Rune would be to ask all the shops we visited yesterday. Thankfully, our shopping route is still fresh in my mood. Which store did we stop by yesterday? That's closet. That's closest, sorry, closet. That's closest to the central district. Oh my god, I didn't even say that. Which store did we stop by that was yesterday that's closest to the central district?
No, how about the general store on the corner? The lady might know something.